Mate, locked and loaded.
I'm quite excited. Are you?
Yeah.
Had a great breakfast.
It was amazing.
You go to a place like this, yeah, and when we rolled around the corner past the giant dog, we saw loads of bikes stacked up outside, and instantly we were like, that's a good place to go. And we weren't let down. Nice. Exceptional breakfast.
Mate, we're fueled up. We need to go and get sun cream, and then we need to go and ride 200 and something Ks. Let's roll.
Bode?
And here we are, rolling out of Perth. It's a beautiful morning, heating up a lot already. The sun out here, super strong, and you notice it as soon as you're in the shade. It's actually a pretty chilly day still. Today we're aiming for just over 200 Ks. We've got a couple of options where we can stay, so we can adjust the route accordingly. All in all, we just want to cover some ground today, make sure all the equipment's working properly, work out any kinks with our setups, and strap in for a month of proper rides. 10K done already.
How am I going to do my face, my friend?
Hey, don't get it on your forehead. Because then it sweats and it goes in your eyes. You've got small eyes, yeah.
Yes, thank you.
2 hours in, we're still on a cycle path. We literally haven't touched the road. This is amazing. Looking at the elevation profile, bit of a climb coming up. Is it too early for the yellow arches, mate?
The golden arches.
Them. Secure this a bit better because it keeps on slipping. These are better than bungees, way better. Whoever said that in the comments. I mean, obviously we haven't booked accommodation until...
checking out tomorrow as well.
Now. I mean, starters you mean to go on, right? Things are good so far. So that climb, it was pretty long on a main road. Now we're off that, commute's taken us on a much quieter bit, which has been quite nice for the last few minutes. I'm hoping, the further we get away from the city, the quieter it will get, so all looking good. Zero koalas, zero kangaroos. Disappointing.
Yeah. I think we've worked it out. For us, I think it's about 200 in total.
Made a new friend. My pouch here, full of food. Bit of a shout out to Enovit. They're one of our new sponsors, so they've given us all of this to get us through the trip. #ad. Got a new best friend?
Yeah, we're staying in a pub tonight. He was like, oh, I don't know. We've only got twin singles and family rooms. I was like, mate.
I can't believe you've got aero bars in your bike. Whenever you're on them, I'm on your wheel. Right. That's the rules, mate.
Come on, get on the wheel.
I've gone double sandwich to start with.
To start with?
Yeah, I mean, further on in the trip it's going to get to triple, but yeah, for now. Yeah, they got vanilla Cokes here. They don't have that at home, do they?
Big vanilla Coke.
Yeah, they are massive.
Small child size.
Yeah, it's like American size.
Got my coffee, got my egg.
Sandwich is alright. It's the only like veggie thing they had in the shop. So, first little gas station break of the whole trip. I'm foreseeing many of these. Luckily stops are quite regular at the moment because we're still not that far from Perth. It's going to get less and less the further out we go, and then we will have to actually start loading up the bikes with food and stuff, making sure we've got enough to keep us going for a long stint. At some point it's 150 Ks at a time, but it's all good, that should be manageable, and we just make the most of it at the moment. Gourmet, mate.
Mate, I bought the low intensity one.
What?
It's iced coffee. It's a triple espresso one, but I was attracted by caramel.
It's freezing.
I know.
Australia's well cold. Let's go.
Get in the sun, mate.
Next stop, York, mate. This is what happens when Chris is in charge of the speaker. Snake. So the main thing I'm contending with today is not so much the distance, but because we only stayed one night in Perth, I feel really jet lagged still. Right now my eyes just want to close and I want to have a nap, but I know if we see through today, get to our finishing location, and then we'll be tired enough to have a proper night's sleep. Whereas last night, we were still wide awake at 2 AM and there was nothing we could do about it. This obviously will get better through the trip, but for now, a little bit of tiredness to contend with. Terrifying. Well, it definitely looks like Australia now. We haven't seen a car for quite a while, which is a nice thing. Although on a road like this narrow, you can't really ride next to each other, so we've only been riding two abreast when there's been enough of a runoff on the left-hand side. And we just kind of ride in the gravelly bit, which is okay because of our tyres. I think I might have caught a cold or something on the plane because I'm not feeling great, but legs are feeling fresh. Just got to keep going. No koalas, still no kangaroos, unless they're in the trees.
Watch out, I don't want to die. Thanks, mate.
it's the best thing you've done in the last few years. Best thing you've done since 107. So we've now just gone through a town called York. We were going to pick up some supplies, but we're pretty much still full. Might have to throw away a few things to make space for the rides coming up, because I don't know if I have enough space for food. Maybe I'll sacrifice my walking around shoes, because I can kind of just wear these blue ones. Problem is, the camera equipment just takes up so much space. My front bag here is just full of cables. On another note, look at this. Crazy. So I just have a quick stop and a stretch, because it was actually Matt Falconer that warned me from TCR fame that if your rides are really flat, which this pretty much is, you need to keep getting out of the saddle and stretching, because you're just sat riding along for so long, you end up really stiff. My back hurts. So that's what we're doing, little micro breaks. Man, how are you feeling?
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think this is what either of us expected.
No, I was expecting desert straight away.
Like that?
But it's very green. Yeah, I was kind of this.
More of that. Less of that.
No, it's beautiful.
It's
absolutely
stunning.
Beautiful. Yeah. And quite a quiet road actually. This little lane on the side is a godsend. You can just sit in that. Maybe not if you had road tyres though.
It's 20 to 3. We've got what?
50k.
50k, if that.
Yeah. Going well.
Good, yeah.
Found a new place for my bivvy as well. Seems to work. So really closing in on our destination now. About 20 k's to go and it's pretty much all downhill. A couple of rollers only. We're both feeling really tired. As I said earlier, not too much down to the riding itself, but definitely the jet lag. Probably have a small nap, get as much food in as possible, and then start my edit, and then hopefully get a full night's sleep. Last little effort into a headwind. Mate, you said this was flat.
We're doing the hilly day first.
It's not flat.
This is not flat.
First ride done. 200 k's, a million billion meters of climbing.
Million billion flies trying to attack us.
Oh mate, the horse flies. As soon as you stop riding, they just get you, don't they? Need to get some
magpies.
There was magpies.
That's one of the pricks that tried to attack us.
What, that actual one?
His cousin.
Look at his leg.
Right, Stephen. Yeah, you heard. He's walking.
I'll tell you something funny. I was up at Hay there years ago, and this Kiwi Sheila, or Mary Sheila she was, gets off the bus and she's going to work with us, see? Because when you get out in the Hay, in the Riverina, it's dead flat. It's 300 k's by 300 k's without even a bloody ripple of sand on it. It's just dead flat. It's a good sheep country though, right? I said, where's all the fucking mountains?
What do you think of this place we're staying in?
Very sweet. It's actually, to be honest, the food was fantastic, and the couple who run it are really
The nicest
lovely.
people ever.
It's so nice. The guy did, when I asked for the Wi-Fi code, he did turn around and say to me, "You're not going to use it to watch loads of porn." And I was like, no, we're going to video some stuff. I didn't say what. So I think I've managed to cut down about 10 to 15k and about 200 metres of climbing tomorrow.
Sweet.
I'm going to go to a town that I can't pronounce the name of again, but it has an airport. The grocery store has got 4.2 out of 5 stars on Google reviews.
Mate, they're going to have those things that you really want, the biscuits.
Tim Tams. Oh mate, we're going to get some Tim Tams. Yes.